Здравейте на всички, Кирсто от Мъднат гейминг и тук. Това е 15-ти епизод на Hogwarts Legacy. Както ви обещах в миналия епизод, ще разгледаме снега и сега отиваме да правим малко сайт квестове, за да ни научат на един спел бомбарда. В миналия епизод изпълнявахме изпитанията на Чарлз Руквуд. Бяхме в Руквуд Касъла. И общо взето имахме много фейлове, да го кажем. И да, надявам се този епизод да мине като по вода. И вече занапред да минават като по вода. Макар че предполагам файнал боса няма да бъде много лесен. Но имаме доста време до тогава. Така като гледам. Сега е момента да ви приканя да се абонирате, ако ви харесва това, което правим. Така подкрепите мен и маднат общността. Благодаря ви, настанете се удобно. Този сняг едно чайче би било, може би и винце, зависи кога гледате видеото. Чайче, винце, нещо, което загрява, навън още е студено, но скоро ще се затопли. Така че трябва да приключим с тая зима по-бързо от истинския свят.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. No need to be difficult. I mean no harm.
Те се разбегаха.
Now, I'm only trying to help.
Как да го ловя? И на то, защо не попадаш в келта?
Do cooperate, won't you? This looks intriguing.
отиваме за следващия. Доста се отдалечихме от Hogwarts. Я го вижте къде е. Тук е пълно с скелети. Но е много красиво, гарантирам ви. Ако имате възможност да я изцъкате сами тази игра, направете го наистина. На видео изглежда съвсем различно. От първо лице е съвсем различно. Не знам. Плюс това, не знаете, че RPG-тата са добри за поредици, тъй като всеки има различен стил на игра. И вие може да си изиграете по съвсем различен начин, да имате съвсем различни умения, приятели в играта и така нататък. Тук се притеснявам с тия гробища. Колко малко останахме, не е истина, не казвайте на никой. Не сте го видели това? Васко, жалвата си плащаме. Ела бе, жабе.
No need to be difficult. I mean you no harm.
Няма да избягаш.
Assignment's all finished.
Всичко е наред. Трябва да си крафна 3000 полшенки, да има. О, мъга, какъв е сладък. О, мъга.
Excellent work today. Class dismissed.
Ugh. Can't say I'm terribly fond of all the dung in this class.
Стига
take it
мрънка,
you're
бе,
ready
пич.
to learn your new
I
spell.
completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
I will, Professor.
I will hold you to that promise. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead. Nice and steady wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile. Well done. Now, let us... into practice, shall we? Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
Bombarda!
Excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control.
Ако не мога да говоря с този колега, пафец. Себастиан иска да ни научи на Крушио. Не знам това е тая. Сигурно е Dark Art магия. Когато бях дете, имаше една игра Хари Потър и там присъстваше един квест на този Гранд Стейркейс. Много си спомням, че се забавлявах. Това беше много отдавна, гайс.
You're here. Brilliant.
I received your owl. What happened with Ominous?
I told him none of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever. So the more we know about Salazar Slytherin and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll be. Unfortunately, only a Gaunt knows the location of the Scriptorium's entrance, and Ominous won't tell me.
Perhaps I should have a chat with Ominous.
You? I suppose it's worth a try. But don't get your hopes up. Ominous is annoyingly stubborn. Nothing new. I know where he is. I'll lead you to him and then leave you to it. Come on. He's this way. Keep an eye out. Never know who's watching. Although that hasn't stopped us before.
Strictly speaking, it has. We were caught.
Damned poltergeist. Such a nuisance.
Знаете, че съм стартирал walkthrough на играта да направим добра карма. Да тези кърсове, дарк спелове не ми допадат много, но не знам дали има изобщо такава система за добър и лош край на играта.
What are you doing here?
Hello, Ominous.
Но да
Do you
видим.
have a moment?
What is it? What have you and Sebastian been up to now?
I owe you an apology, Ominous. I wasn't honest with you before about the Undercroft. Sebastian did show it to me. He wanted me to have a safe place to practice some spells, to try and catch up to the other fifth years. He didn't think you'd mind.
I suppose that makes sense. It's just Sebastian's been pestering me lately about something and I'm frustrated with him.
Don't tell me he's still going on about, what was it, a scriptorium?
He told you about that.
He did. We were talking about Hogwarts founders and he mentioned it. Wouldn't say much more though.
Yes, well, he seems to think it contains the answer to saving Anne. I think it's likely full of dark magic that is better left untouched.
Wait, you've never been inside?
Of course not. I only know about it because of my favorite aunt, Noctua. She thought like I do.
Доктор ти е Лейла.
Didn't agree with the family on
Те
the
правят
issue of
хардуер,
magic.
бе, пич.
In fact, she'd hoped
What's
to
up?
convince my family that there was more to Salazar Slytherin than worshipping pureblood status. She'd heard of this scriptorium and thought its contents might shed some light on him. She even found the secret entrance in this very corridor. She wrote regularly to my father about her efforts to gain access, and then she simply vanished. No one else ever tried to enter.
I'm sorry about your aunt. Don't you want to find out what happened to her?
Aunt Noctua went down this path with good intentions and lost her life. I don't want the same to happen again.
You don't know that history will repeat itself.
Той е
Besides,
много
you said
страхлив,
your aunt
днес.
thought like you. This could honor her memory. Get you answers about Slytherin and Sebastian answers for Anne. Your aunt pursued this alone. We could do it together.
I see what you've done here, and I confess, you've convinced me. I didn't think it possible. Very well. I shall tell you what I know. Fetch Sebastian, I'll wait. I hope we don't regret this.
Sebastian! Over here!
These braziers grant access to the scriptorium.
Now you'll share? You wouldn't tell me when I practically begged.
It wasn't you who told me what
Incendio.
you did. Opening the entrance has something to do with three.
Well, 3 heads are better than 1.
Its 2 heads are better than 1.
And by that logic, 3 is better than 2. Simple mathematics on this.
Пичове, аз преди ще свърша цялата работа.
Bombarda! Incendio! Confringo!
Как е малко? Какъв е пъзела тук? Винаги влизам рандомли в туалетната.
Confringo!
Something's happening.
I hope we're ready for this.
Преди малко направих същото.
Journal entry. Sign? Reparo!
Ghouls. Ominous. Your family was here. The rubble formed a relief of a person facing a snake.
Lumos!
That must be the voice I hear. The voice is ancient, sinister.
You hear a voice?
It started when you repaired that relief. I hear a whisper saying, "Speak to me." I'm a parcel mouth. I can hear and speak to snakes. Nearly all known parcel mouths are descended from Salazar Slytherin.
I'd like to be able to talk to snakes.
You might not want the ability to speak parcel tongue. It's often associated with dark wizards. I haven't spoken it in ages, but I'd wager if I speak it now, the door will open. I'm hoping you're having second thoughts.
Believe me, I am having thoughts, but I'm still convinced we should go ahead.
It's ironic. When I left home, I vowed to leave the dark arts behind, and yet here I am. Stand back. I can't believe
Просто ще прошепне на змийски в ухото и влизаме.
It worked! Ominous. You possess a rare ability indeed.
Between the two of you, I'm starting to feel left out.
between the two of us.
Never mind. There's no clear way forward.
Lumos.
Like a maze. Salazar Slytherin most likely wanted this to be difficult to solve.
Братко, тук е много тъмно.
The door we came from, it closed, and there's more than one gate ahead.
Then look closely at each gate for clues.
Тук ми е Diablo Vibe, а в Diablo Vibe винаги имаше гадове.
This journal entry, it mentions getting lost and being unwell. The dial requires focus.
Aunt Noctua said the same. It may take practice to solve it. That didn't sound good.
Salazar Slytherin didn't make this easy.
Lumos.
This is looking rather dire, isn't it?
You sound surprised.
Очаквах да пише какъв е кода. Някъде да има. Има ли символи някъде, пичове? Свършете някаква работа, гайс. Има, да. Плъх и ютия. Нали плъх е това, да? Плъх и ютия. Let's go.
Matching the symbols did open it.
Was about to do that myself, but you got to it first. Nice work. We've got more to solve ahead.
Search each corridor. It may not be obvious which leads where.
Noctua references
О,
being
тъмно
not
тук,
just
guys.
challenges, but also rewards.
Мега настрани
I'm wary of.
и
All I heard was rewards. Keep going.
нещо. Триъгълно. Къде го отварям? Омега настрани. А то тази кучалка не работи вече. Тук има ли ключалка? Говорят ми някакви змии, братле. Направо не знам къде са. Дай ще отворим тая, бе. Да.
Another gate.
Seems Slytherin like to play games.
Must run in the family.
Look in a mirror, Sebastian. That
Lumos.
sounded promising.
Another dial solved.
Impressive. Nice work.
Окей. Това е за онази врата.
Your aunt wanted to change your family's traditions.
She did. And she was my favorite person in the world for it.
Another.
Добре, спомням си го горе-долу.
Excellent work. We're another step
Lumos.
closer to the scriptorium. I spotted something ahead. Looks troubling.
This whole place is troubling, but for my aunt's sake, we cannot stop now.
The gate! I think we're locked in. Again.
Then Salazar Slytherin is not yet finished with us.
Какво вика, бе, тук да нема извратеняци някакви.
And Noctua's last joke.
Такива дънжени правят, знаете ли какви гадни работи?
She mentions being trapped here, blocked by an unforgivable curse.
This is where she died. This is where we'll die. I shouldn't have listened to either of you.
Ominous. I'm truly sorry about your aunt. But I know what to do. It's going to be difficult.
You said you know what to do.
Tortured faces on the door and Crucios etched into the stone. My guess is if we cast the Cruciatus curse, the door will open. That's why Noctua died. She had no one to cast the curse on.
Доктор не е
Ominous
умряла.
has the most experience with
Има
this. She
перки,
cast it.
уводители.
You seem to be in Ominous's favor. Will you ask him about this?
He does seem a bit cross with you. I'll speak with him.
Good. Work your magic, so to speak. Wish we had some liquid luck.
All of this could have been avoided.
Ominous. I hadn't imagined we'd end up trapped like this.
Salazar Slytherin did. He's to blame for many unimaginable things. I overheard you and Sebastian, and I won't do it. The Cruciatus curse is pure torture, I would know.
Sebastian told me a little of what happened when you were young. Sounds as if you had no choice.
Should have known he would have told you. And one always has a choice. I'm as guilty as the worst of my family. Unforgivable curses won't work unless you really mean them. I had to want to cause pain, and for that I shall never forgive myself. That spell's the reason I have no family left. You and Sebastian will need to sort out another solution. If you cast Crucio, you will regret it forever.
Дали?
What do we do now?
Аз вече регретвам, че
Cast the Cruciatus.
дойдох тук с вас, ама
As if dying in here is a better option than casting a damned spell.
не ме пита за това, нали?
I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you.
Wait, you didn't say you knew how to cast Crucio?
Because I'm not sure I do. Ominous knows that, yet he's left us no choice. I don't yearn to follow in Noctua Gaunt's footsteps. I think I can cast it if I have to.
I want to learn the curse, and I think it's best if I cast it on you.
Very well, if that's what you want. To perform the spell, raise your wand, point it at me, and firmly declare Crucio. Hold on as long as you can.
Yes. Зелен спел не ми харесва.
Ready? I'm ready.
Are you alright?
That pain. I would have done anything to make it stop. But I'll survive. Let's keep moving. We made it. We found Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium.
I can't believe we're here.
Намерихме скрипториума ли, бе? Тук са се случвали всякакви гадори според мен. Призаднява толкова напрежение. Змии ме хапаха. Тук зелени спелове. Облисти.
Sebastian, ominous. There's a book just here.
You found something.
You two go ahead. Let me know what's in it. I want
Revelio.
Give the book. Добре. Добре ли си, маняк?
Looks like a spell book of some kind. This is incredible. A Hogwarts founder's possession. What an honor. Still can't believe Ominous never told me about his aunt and what she found.
What will you do with Slytherin's spellbook?
What I do with every book. Read it. Having professors as parents ingrained that habit early on. But I can do that later.
Мислиш ли, че е добра идея,
Let's
братле?
explore this room. It's breathtaking.
I've been getting an uneasy feeling about this place. We shouldn't linger here. Let's find a way out, please.
I don't want to leave, but I owe you. Both of you. Without both of you, we'd never have made it this far.
We were lucky. We could have died. We must swear never to do this again.
I see a way out.
Best news I've heard all day.
Ominous. About your aunt.
Please, Sebastian. I meant what I said before. We swear, right now, never to engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
Understood. I'm truly sorry about your aunt, Ominous.
I suppose after all this, I am grateful to know what happened to her. Thank you.
Revelio.
Честно ли няма да дигна лево?
Lumos.
Къде е тази пеперуда?
Revelio.
Готово. Много далече въглед.
I've always said that travel.
It'd be useful if I wasn't on this stupid patrol.
Is Highwing all right?
Studying Salazar Slytherin's spellbook. Meet me in the Undercroft. I found something.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
В вивариума.
Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntown Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poacher's best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way. A centaur. Tread carefully.
Кентаври не.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
Абе, да ти кажа, и аз не
We
съм
had anything to do with poachers.
фен на кентаврите.
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade.
Изглеждат
Not sure
яко.
why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious.
Какво е това, бе?
That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water. This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left?
Огъня още гори, значи са близо.
Beasts.
Уха, ребърца и хлебче. В гората идилийка.
Still smoking. They can't have been gone long.
Да, и аз това казвам. Тук е чилче, бе. Ребърца. Винце, ако са намерили. Идеално.
Rebellion. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp.
Ого.
I should tell Poppy about it.
Поучерите имат работа с гоблините.
Interesting.
Ами да.
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
He's weak. Yes, he is. When's the last time you saw him catch a thief? Spends more time petting
It's been ages since I've found anything worth poaching near Cragcroft.
It's no Dallas.
I reckon I can see myself getting away. So what are you with me, since you've all turned yourselves into a pack of jarvies?
Haven't a clue why there's such a fuss over poaching. There's enough beast flesh for everyone.
Is that you, Roylance? Loud as a troll you are. Get over here, you insolent child!
Merlin, you think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself? What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
Няма страшно, Попи, подухме ги. Всичко е тип-топ. Да трябва да оправим мост.
Reparo.
От това ще е пак едно от огромните
What in
палатки.
Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
Виж си дракони, бе, брат.
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted. That's a brilliant idea.
Don't know what Victor was thinking, stroking a Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
They say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want.
Тук са гоблини.
I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is going to get me precisely what I want.
Sickens me to work alongside any of them. Who's that?
The lamb returns to the wolf.
Колко полиморфнахме. Мале, тук е фул макс. Ще има бой. Гаранция Франция.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What?
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
That's a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her, shall we?
Идвам да ви подуя, свине!
Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Hello, Hamura. All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Careful! That rope will want his dragon intact!
Quieter than you.
Don't think you'll get it out of here.
Still on track. See how you like this.
Fight fire.
Let me have some. Like to put the dragons, do you? Expelliarmus. Let me have some.
Think you'll get it out of here.
Let me have some.
I won't rest. Dead.
Изи! Подухливи, свине!
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend.
Let's play.
No,
Как оцелях, не знам. Няма си представа как оцелях.
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
Изяж ги бе, свинете мръсни, изяж ги бе. Така бе.
This way.
Спасихме дракона.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
Какво да го правим?
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out
Не
later.
може ли да се отгледаме
If
дракон?
there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Извинявам се. Achievement всеки път ми изкарва акъл. Отвратителен звук. Дайте да видим какво иска Себастиянката. Да вдигнем левел. Да разцъкс. Този епизод вече е дълъг. Но пък е интересна историята и е забавна.
Imagine how you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
You'll
Well,
never
start,
believe
bitch.
what I've learned.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell,
Нещо нямам добро предчувствие, че края на играта ще бъде добър. Но ако бях избрал другото, вероятно нямаше да прогресира квест.
We need to tell him. He's the reason we found the book, and he deserves to know what you've learned.
You've seen how he frets about the dark arts. I promise I'll tell him when I found the relic. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
Значи все пак направихме правилния избор.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I appreciate you telling Sebastian not to keep this from me, but going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors, spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library, noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
Okay. Няма ли да го говорим, бро? Остава, пич. Разсърди ли се, брат? Добре, гайс, това ще бъде всичко за този епизод на Hogwarts Legacy. Благодаря ви, че останахте, на тези, които останахте до края. Благодаря ви за гледането. Ако ви е харесало, цъкнете лайк, разбира се, ако не ви е харесало, цъкнете дизлайк и се видим в следващия епизод. Това бях Кирс от гейминг и до скоро.